Pete Hegseth is really having a bad day. Really having a bad week. Very much wishing, maybe I didn't want to be Secretary of Defense. Yesterday on a tarmac in Hawaii, either upon arrival or getting ready to depart to come back to the contiguous United States, he was asked several questions about this entire signal gate, I think is what people are calling it. Man, we got to come up with something other than gate. Watergate, it happened, but this scandal, this violation of federal law, this mishandling of classified information, this including on an illegal text thread, as it were, someone without a security clearance. And he's asked about it. And his answer is just bananas. It is batshit crazy. It's just jingoistic patriotism vomit is the answer, because it doesn't answer the question. It's just watch and prepare yourself for maybe the nuttiest thing you'll see today.
Mr. Secretary, the messages the White House called authentic did at the very least include sensitive details about targets and timing. Did you declassify that information before you put it in the chat? And are you using Signal to discuss operations as sensitive as the strikes against the Houthis on a government or a personal phone?
First, all I would say is the strikes against the Houthis that night were devastatingly effective. And I'm incredibly proud of the courage and skill of the troops. And they are ongoing and continue to be devastatingly effective. The last place I would want to be right now is a Houthi in Yemen who wants to disrupt freedom of navigation. So the skill and courage of our troops is on full display. It's a complete opposite approach from the fecklessness of the Biden administration. President Trump said peace through strength will be brought back. Freedom of navigation will return, and that's exactly what we're doing. As I also stated yesterday, nobody's texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
So those same troops that you are proud of, do you regret putting information like the ones you did in the Signal chat that could endanger those same American service members?
Nobody's texting war plans. I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly what we're directing. And I'm really proud of what we accomplished, the successful missions that night and going forward.
I hope you remember that question. I'll repeat the question, and then I'll give you an answer here. Mr. Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, did you declassify that information before you put it in the chat? And are you using Signal to discuss operations as sensitive as the strikes against the Houthis on a government or a personal phone? Two questions, right? So Pete Hegseth thinks that the answer to this question is, well, listen, I want to be transparent with you, reporter. American eagle, flag, troops, the dollar, Jesus, guns, the Bible, Donald Trump, patriotism. And by the way, did I mention troops? Did I mention flag? Did I mention eagles? Did you hear me? I love America. Does that answer your question? I mean, what did I leave out there? What other jingoistic, patriotic, fake-triotism nonsense could he spew in an answer to a question that was not asked? She didn't ask how successful was the mission, you dipshit. She asked, did you declassify the classified, highly sensitive, top secret war plans prior to using an unauthorized app to discuss such matters? Some of the recipients of which were not even in the United States. Some of them were in Russia, for instance. Certainly, the Russians were zeroing in on that. And your answer, Pete Hegseth, is flags, troops, trucks, America. That's your answer. Troop vomit. Jingoistic vomit. Just bleh, puked it all over the place. This is what stands as leadership in the Donald Trump administration. He's endangering not only American troops, because this information absolutely was in the hands of the Russians and the Chinese prior to the military operation, without doubt. Signal is not as secure as people think it is. Certainly, it is compromised on a global stage. So where you're in a foreign country and you're getting these messages on your personal phone that can be tracked with keystrokes. They know what you're typing. They can just, oh, he typed in T. Oh, then R, then O, then O, then P. Oh, that's troop. We know how to spell. Come on. When you're using your personal phone, not your government phone, because Signal can't be downloaded onto a government phone. We know what's going on here. And your founding fathers, Constitution, troops, Bible, Jesus, guns. That's not an answer. We know what you're doing. Most of us know what you're doing. There's certainly a contingent of the MAGA loyalists, the cult members who aren't going to pay attention, who don't care. They don't care about national security. They don't care about the safety of our troops. They don't care about the well-being of our nation. I mean, if they did, they wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump. They would have paid attention to a serious presidential election and not done the damage that they've done. Anyway, what do you think? I invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work, helping me produce the videos on this channel. Used to do one video a day back in the day when Trump first came along. And then every once in a while I would do 2. And then it kind of came normal that I would do 3 videos a day. I'm doing like 7 or 8 things today. There's so much news to talk about. There's so much that it's hard to keep up. And I'm going to have to hire staff now. We're going to have to, it's not just going to be a team of like 3 people, editor Chris, Brittany Page. It's going to be a more fulsome operation. And with your help, we can do that. You can channel membership for $2 a month or patreon.com/idoubtapodcast. All those ways. You can buy merch at dollemore.com. Buy the new book that we just published with my best friends, The Grateful Child. It's awesome. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of shit going on. I would appreciate your participation. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.